back again. We've exchanged our punches outside.
We have.
Yeah, my body's a bit bruised because
I think your ego a little bit too.
My ego as well.
Mine as well.
So this war has been going on now. We're going to 400 years now.
Yes.
1652
up to now.
2023.
No, 370 years.
We've been fighting the same
We've been
battle.
fighting the same thing.
Well, let's be honest. Yeah, we've had our differences. You stole our land. You deny that you stole our land. You say it's your land. I say you're not here. You say I was born here. It's back and forth.
Yes.
That can never end. I want to tell you something. What we know today as the Xhosa nation, not everyone is Xhosa. So there's a whole lot of people who came to Xhosa land and stole Xhosa land.
Yes.
Some of them were given Xhosa land. Some of them were married into Xhosa lands. I'd like us to point out the fact that there are a lot of black people today who are actually ancestrally white. There are a lot of white people today who are ancestrally black. And this we cannot deny.
No.
There are a lot of black families with black surnames, black names. But 2 generations ago, their grandfather's white.
They've got an Afrikaans surname.
They've got an Afrikaans surname.
Fourie.
Okay,
so imagine you
Bosman.
Bongani Fourie. Imagine that.
Exactly.
So, hitting back on that. So, if this is in your ancestral blood, what makes us still fight between blacks and whites? If your or my great-great-great-great-grandfather had relations with your... Yes. Why are we still fighting?
This is why I'm saying, yes, it's been going on for 400 years, but not really.
No.
Because if we remember, when the first settlers arrived, there were no wars. In fact, we lived
together. Yeah. Almost 200 years.
Almost 200 years we lived together. Yeah. Until the British, your father's people.
My father's people. The South Pillar.
Yeah. The sour penis.
Yes, that's it. The salty penis. That's it. It's roughly translated to salty penis.
Or, as they are better known in history, the red jackets.
Rooineke.
Yeah, the Rooineke.
Yes.
When the red jackets first came in, they saw a harmonious living between the Boer, the Afrikaner, and the Afrikaner.
Yes.
Because the word Afrikaner means what?
It means me and you. That's African. What I believe. Yes. It's me and it's the same.
And Boer means what? Farmer.
Yes.
Today we say, kill the Boer.
Yes.
Kill the farmer. But now I ask again, we say kill the Boer, kill the farmer. I ask, weren't our ancestors Boer? Weren't our ancestors farmers?
Yes.
We come from a farming community, a farming culture.
Yes, you had cattle. You actually grew your own crops.
We grew our own crops. We were farmers.
So kill yourself. Is that what you're saying?
This is what I'm trying to understand from the statement.
Yes. Kill any farmer, irrespective of color and creed, and see where our country is going to be.
Conrad, yes, white people have committed crimes against black people, but we should not negate the fact that black people committed a whole lot of crimes against white people as well.
So you're admitting, and I'm admitting. So we both going towards the same tunnel.
At the end of the day.
Yes, we are.
At the end of the day.
We're rising.
I mean, we can blame white people for colonizing Africa.
Yes.
What about Hannibal Barca?
Yes.
Who colonized Europe?
Yes. So.
What about
What about Hitler? What about what he did to the world?
Okay.
Was that racist?
What about Stalin?
Yeah, exactly.
Mussolini?
Exactly.
Winston Churchill?
Well, everybody.
President Roosevelt?
Yes. Everybody.
President Nkomo?
Yeah.
Mugabe?
Yes.
Mandela?
Oh, I'm not going to speak about Mugabe. Yeah.
Idi Amin?
Yes.
Everyone is guilty of the same sin.
Yes.
And the sin is this: we forgot humanity.
And we're not loving each other as a person.
We forgot humanity.
Yes.
Is it possible, I'm going to ask you, for me and you to be neighbors and live in harmony with respect for each other in this time? Is it possible to see a united South Africa?
For me and you, we've been through this. We've had our ups and we've had our downs. We've had it. But we worked through it. If me and you can do it, what makes the person next to us not be able to do it?
Yeah.
If me and you, we're different.
Very different.
But we're the same.
Yeah.
Why can we achieve something that the rest of the country is still struggling to achieve after 30 years? We can't just get over it. Forget about what's happened in the past. I know the past is part of you. I understand it. It's not going to change. What's happened has happened.
We can't go back to it.
We can never, ever go back. If the shortest road was the best road, all the highways would have driven on this short road. It's not. Life is hard. Life is difficult. There's going to be ups and downs. But if we do not take hands and we do not rectify and forget about the past, forgive each other. This is very, it's simple. Just say one thing: I forgive you. If you accept it or not, that's up to you.
That's up to you.
But if we are not willing to do this as a nation, our dream of this rainbow nation will never exist. The coinciding and living together will never exist in South Africa. It will not happen. We are still looking back every day, shouting and fighting. We have been oppressed. We have this. Now the whites are hitting back. Now we're being oppressed. Now we're not getting anything. Guys, work together. If you work together, you can amount to something greater than we've got at the moment.
That's the thing, because I just want to throw a curveball now. There's this black and white. People don't realize that in South Africa, there's a white against white racism happening.
Yes.
The English and the Boer.
And Afrikaans.
Tell us about that conflict.
It's been going on for many years. I mean, you Afrikaans people are still broad. Now I'm speaking about Afrikaans people that speaks Afrikaans. You were brought up not to mingle with the English. I was brought up that way. But then my father came and said, I'm English. We're going to speak English and Afrikaans in the house. You're going to a bilingual school so that you can interact. And that's where it changed already. Just by that small thing, Sunridge Primary, we went to, it's a bilingual school, English and Afrikaans, people together. So if you put people, if me and you are left in this room for a year,
we're going to have to find a way to
work together to make sure that we're going to get out of this room together. Yes, in the beginning, I'm going to blame you. You got us into this room. You're going to blame me for getting us into this room. It's going to take a while. And then we're going to realize if we work together, we're going to get out of this room. If we're not going to realize this. And now we've tried for 29 years to realize this. It's still not happened. That we are still facing every day and looking into this mirror that we say, white is white, black is black, and we can't coincide together. If this fundamental thing is not going to change, and it's not going to change soon, our country is just going to go into disarray, and it's already happening. We're falling apart. We're falling apart at the seam, and If you look at the infrastructure, it's falling apart. Why? We are white people now. They're going to different countries to go to places where they're going to earn more money and where they're going to feel safe. The people staying behind. We've got people in certain positions that is not qualified. According to me, that's my opinion. Not qualified to run a city like Tshwane. Why are we taking out all our resources out of the country, putting them out there, bringing them not back and say, listen, yeah, let's work on this country together. And the first thing to do that is to say sorry.
The first thing to... we had the TRC, the Truth Reconciliation Commission.
Did it help?
That's the question. Did the apology actually come?
No. Have you ever heard an apology from the white group saying sorry? No, you got it from one or two people.
Never.
Why would he be saying that? Or why would she be saying that? To save their own ass. I'm not going to go to jail. I'm going to say sorry. Easy peasy. Sorry, I was a white guy fucking up the country. I oppressed you, but I'm sorry now. I'm very sorry. I'm not going. Yourself. No, I'm not going to. So now I've been in the Truth and Reconciliation, whatever. I've now apologized. This gave me immunity. Very simple. What would you do? You're facing 25 years in prison or just say sorry?
I'd do the same.
You're going to do the same.
I'd do the same.
So now change the mindset. Instead of being forced to say sorry, just say sorry. Now it's over and done with. Get it over and done with. Then start moving on together.
And there's no need for thinking revenge now on our side.
What is revenge going to help?
It's going to make you feel better.
It's going to make you feel better, yes.
What you did to me, I also did to you.
Great.
So, but it's going to leave the country nowhere.
So, but now after you've done whatever you want to do, you've got a soul. You think.
You feel.
So now I've done something bad to somebody else in revenge. Am I not going to feel bad about it later on? And say, what the fuck did I just do now?
Yeah.
So I was standing up for something that I was believing. Now I'm doing exactly the same thing. Why?
And this is the state of our country right now.
And it's still not going to change.
Until somebody says, I'm sorry.
That's all you have to do.
Black or white.
Black or white, pink or purple. It doesn't make a difference. It
doesn't make a difference.
Now you've got... The EFF is 10 years old. Well done for Mr. Malema. I never thought I would say that he was ever going to have a big party. He's got one. Well done. 2012. He was on national TV. He said, I will never, ever leave the ANC because this is my party.
This is my home.
Okay. So we believed him then. Everybody that stood behind him believed him then. Okay. What makes now different? If he goes on TV and says, this and this and this, I will promise for the country. Will it really happen? Or will he go back on his word again?
Like he went back on his word before.
Exactly. But not just him. Not just him.
There was a question where the president promised 1 million houses in Alexander.
Is it there?
They haven't even built 10 houses.
Exactly. So, but now, next year, you're going to get the yellow T-shirt.
Yeah.
You're going to get a cap. And you know what you're going to give for that? You're going to give away your soul for a cap and a T-shirt. Because you're going to vote for another 4 years for the same thing that's going to happen in this country. We're not going to something that's better in our country. We're going to something that's worse and getting worse.
So are you saying that next year, when we vote, we should put you people back in power?
No. That's not what I'm saying. No, that's
because
not what
the
I'm
ANC
saying.
in 29 years didn't do anything. And you're saying this as a white person. Remember, I'm black and I'm listening to you. And you're saying this as a white person.
Yes.
Saying in 29 years, you black people failed to do this. You black people failed to do that. As if we white people did it better before that.
No, the same thing happened when we were there. We did just hit it better. That's all.
Say that
It was
again.
just hit better. There was, remember, 29 years, 30 years ago, there was no social media. There was no cell phones. There was no Facebook. There was no nothing. Now, if you do something wrong,
It's out there.
it's out there and it's out there very quickly.
Yeah.
This now, today, what we're doing, it's going to be out there.
Yeah.
It's not going to change. It's going to be there forever.
Yeah.
So
Back then,
there was nothing.
yeah.
There was nothing.
So
Vlakplaas. Have you ever heard of Vlakplaas? You see now you even take away your microphone. Things happened there that nobody will ever know about. And this was,
Orania.
yes. So this was given by our country and our president, don't you? F.W. de Klerk, saying, go and do this. For what reason? Because we believe it's the best for the country. Everybody believed it. Do it.
The secret police,
The secret police.
which you know who
yes.
was part of.
Yes.
Suddenly now he's president of the
And you see, so now, if things can change like that, why not just change the country? Why not just change the perspective of what we're doing? Why not just say, for once, we're in 2024, next year. This is the election. Let it be free, firstly, open. Let people vote for who they believe is going to be the best for the country. And now my idea. So we've got the ANC, EFF, DA. Those are the three main parties. IFP. Let's add the IFP. We've got 4 parties. Take hands together. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's Xhosa, Zulus, everybody, whites, everything. Afrikaners. Take hands together. Open one party. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just one.
Come.
So now, I'm part of this party. You are part of this party. He's part of...
We're all part of this party.
We're all part of this party. We're not going to fight because we're in this together. And now, still we don't realize this, that even if we ANC, EFF, DA, that we in this together.
We're in the same country.
We're already in it together.
We're already in the same boat.
But we are still fighting in between each other. And it's not going to... The DA says this, the EFF says this, the ANC says this, and the main goal is what?
The well-being of the country.
That's it. And for the people of the country. But yes, there's going to be a few people that's going to put a few million in their pocket and we sell a big buffalo or something else for a few million rands. That's it. And I must go through your couch later on to the
Trust me, there's nothing in my couches.
But do you see that if we can do this together, it's greed.
If we can remove greed.
Take greed out of the equation.
Take greed out. Because even the fact that the Afrikaner started fighting against us, it was because of the gold rush.
It was gold. Yes. And the beers.
The beers, yeah.
Where's the beers head office now? Do you know?
Okay.
Not in South Africa.
No,
fuck
definitely
that. But
not.
where does the diamonds come from?
Oh.
South Africa. Yes. So what are we doing? Redistributing our wealth to a different country. Let's do that.
And
let's
for
send out
this
everything.
to happen, there needed to be a conflict.
Yes. Everything in life, a war will show you who the superior power is. No? When this war comes, it was not done for any other reason except financial growth for your country.
And power.
Power.
And position.
That is it. The Germans, Second World War, believed they were a superior race, blue eyes, blonde hair. They would take over the world. It failed fucking miserably because they fucked up the wrong person when they bombed Pearl Harbor. The Japanese, because they were with the Germans. But people took sides in a world war. And it's instead of them, they dropped one bomb, poof, it was over and done with. But millions of people had to die. Good. So now in South Africa, millions of people have died.
And continue dying.
But still, why? Now people are dying because of poverty, because of theft, because of corruption, because of criminals, because of whatever, because you're placed in a position where you do not have work and you don't have money to support your family. What are you going to do? I'm going to go and steal something because my children have to eat.
And in the richest country, by the way, in the world.
So while we are doing this, there's some people that plunder banks, VBS banks, they just plunder it. And then because they got a very nice watch out of it, now all of a sudden I was not part of it. It's not how it works. Forget about what happened last year. Forget about what happened the year before. Next year, we've got an election. If everybody takes hands next year and we say, we are going to vote for anti-corruption and upliftment of our country, not about upliftment of whites or upliftment of blacks.
We're going to vote for South Africa.
Yes. We will have a better country. But yet again, it will not work. Because next year, there will be 15 million yellow T-shirts printed.
And 200 and white
T-shirts. Yes, of course.
And red T-shirts.
I'm going to give it to you for free. Just make a cross. Now you've got nothing. You don't even have a shirt. You don't have a cap. Don't have food. But don't worry. Today, if you are taking part in our walk, I'm going to give you something to eat, something to drink,
I'll give you a streetwise too, KFC.
So
I've seen it happen so many times.
So if you've seen it, I've seen it. Do you want to tell me nobody else has seen this? They've all
seen it.
So why would we be still going in the same situation where we do not take hands and we do not?
Are we not rats?
We're just running.
Yeah.
We're just running.
In a wheel?
That's all we're doing. And it will not change. I'm 51 years old. My prediction, and this can be wrong, and I hope to God it's wrong.
It's wrong, yeah. Please let it be wrong.
This country will not change before I blow out my last breath, I put my head to rest. It will not change.
No, please let that prediction be wrong.
I will. No, I won't say that. I want it to be different. I want it to show that we are a country and one united front. Not just when the Springboks are playing.
Yeah.
Not just when Bafana is playing. Let's be one united front against corruption, against everybody, and against everybody that's inciting violence between blacks, whites, Indians, or whoever, because of religion or because of anything else. We are born under one God, all of us. You, me, everybody.
We're all burnt by the same sun.
Yes. What changes? And just think of that one thing. Today, when my neighbor walks out, don't throw the trash back into his yard because he put it in your yard. Go to him and say, hey, I'm going to take it away for you. Fuck it. You're going to see the amazing response that you're going to get.
They'll never put it there again.
They won't. Small things to change a big outcome. If everybody does something small, it will create a ripple effect and it will not change.
ARK. There was a movie, a comedy. Ark. This man is told to build an ark.
Yes,
like Noah,
I've seen it, yes.
You know? But the ARK is not actually building the boat. It's an act of random kindness.
Yes.
The little thing that you can do for someone can actually have a big ripple effect.
Yes. It will continue, it will continue, it will continue. And just let one person, me and you, or even us here together, and all the people listening to this, just go out today, just once. Go out tonight, go out tomorrow. Smile to your neighbor, do something nice. Just do one thing nice. Just see what the change is in people's
It doesn't have to be financial. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be anything. Just give a person time to listen.
That's it. Doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be. Have you walked in some shopping centers? There's people sitting there that is upset, that has had a bad day. Just cut him and say, hey, I've had a bad day too.
No, man, but we can get through it.
We're going to get through it.
Yeah.
Turn around and walk away. It's going to change the perception of that person that you've just touched.
Yeah.
Believing that, goodness gracious me, this black guy is not going to rob me. He actually helped me. Shit, this white guy is not going to oppress us. He's going to actually help me.
Let me ask you this. I'm black, you're white. And that won't change.
No.
But if we look at each other as human, that could change something. And this is my question. If you and me can see each other beyond color and start to see each other as humans experiencing the same life in the same space, what then becomes of my identity, my culture, what I know, and what about yours? Do I have to forget that I'm Xhosa now and adopt your ways?
No. You do not have to adopt my ways. I do not have to adopt your ways, but we can adopt our way together. Remember, there's a common thing in a line in between. Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, you coming. We're not the same. We're not. My culture is not the same than yours, and we've touched on this already. But yeah, right in the middle, there's common ground. Do not lose yourself or your identity as a human being or as a culturalist or as an Afrikaner or as a Xhosa. But when you get to the middle line, work together of becoming a South African, and our goals is actually the same.
We both, I think we both want a safe environment for our
We
children.
We want
success for our children. We want food on our tables.
Everybody wants exactly the same thing. So,
but you want it more than us.
Do I want it more than you?
Yeah, you white people want it more than us.
No, but you're getting it more than us at the moment. This debate can continue.
It can forever.
We will never stop.
It can continue forever.
And that is now the reason. If there's one person today looking at this saying, listen, this is going to stop. Tonight, tomorrow, I'm going out to my neighbor. I'm going to take his hand and we're going to work together on this.
It can all end.
It's going to end. It's going to end very soon. And if 2 does it today, 4's going to do it the next day. Then 16, then 32, then 64, then 128, then 256, 1024. It's just going to get more and more and more and more and more and more and more. When the pandemic hit us, if it was fake or not fake, were we all standing? Were we all together? Yes, we were all together. We went through all of it together. What changes now? All of a sudden, we're out of the pandemic. Now we just went back to our lives. Now we don't give a shit about our neighbor anymore. But when the pandemic hit,
when death is upon us,
we were all fucking. Now we're all going to be. Oh shit! No, we're going to take hands now. Now everything is going to be 100%. What is the difference? We are in a pandemic at the moment. Our country is in a fucking pandemic. Our country is going to shit because of the pandemic is caused. Economically, it's not about a health issue or a health pandemic. Our pandemic in the country.
It's a life issue now.
Yes.
Children are drug addicts.
Goodness, you are promoting. No, not you. I'm talking about us. Everybody promoting things that should not be happening in South Africa
at all.
No. But let's push it. We're not going to stand there and say we're not responsible for it. Somebody else is going to be responsible for it. Just take hands. Forget about your shit.
We've got too many fingers to point. That's the thing.
It's easy. But point 1, 3 pointing back.
That's the thing. We've got too many fingers to point, forgetting that the more we point back at ourselves.
Yes.
We are the problem. We are the cause of our own troubles.
That's it. It's not you that's causing me the problems. It's me causing you the problem. And you must see and realize that you are creating the same situation. And I say again, just once, go out. I hope 1 million people look at this video. I hope 2 million people look at this video. I hope we touch one person. That's where it's going to start. It's going to start with one person. It's going to start with one person that's going to change everything. Just one. It's going to change of how everybody in South Africa sees each other. And if that changes, we are open, we shop. I do not have to worry that we 100%. We'll be a force to be reckoned with, not just on the sports field. We'll be a force to be reckoned with economically.
Everywhere.
Anything in our country will have the force to be reckoned with. So if we've got 15 fantastic rugby players, do you know how many doctors, engineers. We've got in the country that can stand together to make the country a Springbok rugby world champion team. Do you understand? A country can be a world champion. Not just our sport, our country.
Not just individually, because that's where egos now get lifted up.
Yes.
But if as a whole community, as a whole country, if Conrad, me and you can find the common ground between us.
Yes. What makes it different from anybody else to find the same thing?
Is it because this is, I like to say, you cannot solve the ills, you cannot solve the problems created by racism by reverse racism.
No, you can't.
White supremacy was a problem.
It was.
You can't replace it with black supremacy.
No, you can't. Because it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's exactly the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's not. So what we want to do
If the
for
white
another
God
100
was
years.
the problem, you can't replace the white God with a black God.
No.
You just need to take away the white God and the black God and leave God.
There we go. Hey, that was so simple. So you just realized that in a few seconds. It's taken the country now hundreds of years to realize this. It's taken the past 29 years to realize this. Still fighting in between.
We're all breathing the same oxygen.
Yes.
We're drinking the same water.
Exactly. And we're complaining about the same things.
We're complaining about the same things.
When I drive to ShopRite Checkers and you drive to ShopRite Checkers, you drive through the same potholes that I do. Same thing. We're complaining about the same thing.
Some fool's going to say this, right? And let me just say it in advance. Yeah, we might be suffering and complaining about the same things, but you're complaining from the suburbs. I'm complaining from the location.
Yes.
So we're not complaining about the same things.
So you're saying that because I was privileged enough.
White privilege.
You see, and now there comes the problem. And this is not going to change. Because, yes, I was privileged. Yes, I had a good upbringing. Yes, I had a good school. Yes, I had a good university.
But how many black people are having it better off than you now?
Oh, plenty. Plenty.
So can we really still use that excuse?
My boss, and I'm not allowed to talk, my boss is a black lady. Do you understand? I respect her. She's brilliant. She's got everything in the world that she deserved, but she worked for it. I give it to her because she's an amazing woman. But the same counts for me. I worked hard for what I've got. You're working hard for what you've got. I know there's poverty, but not just between blacks. There's poverty
in whites as well.
Whites as well. And let's not forget about the poor people, because if you grew up poor, you want to amount to something where you're going to get richer and richer and richer and richer because you've only known poor. If you're rich and you lose that, this is where the problem comes. Now I'm upset because of...
I lost something that I'm already used to.
But now it was not because it was black or white. It was because I lost it. But it's easier to say, because of the black government that came in now, I lost all my fortune and I'm a white person. It's very simple to do that. Yes, I know white people are going to take offense now. I know they're going to. But do not blame other people for your own misfortune.
Repeat that.
Do not blame other people for your own misfortune.
Do not point the finger outside when it was you all along
who created the problem. Exactly. If I go out today, I go and I steal a vehicle, me, myself, I don't get caught the first time, not the second time, I get caught the third time. I'm now going to blame the police for doing their job.
It's the black government.
They just caught me now.
It's the black government.
So fuck about what I did wrong. I'm entitled to do this. And now how can I blame? There's one person that you can blame for this.
Entitlement as well is a big problem.
Yes. And now, remember, you were indoctrinated in school. Me, I was. We were taught things. You were taught things. If you can walk out here today and forget about the past, I know you're not going to forget about it. You're going to forgive the past. Don't forget about it, because it makes you who you are today. But forgive the past. And when that happens, you will go together and we'll get that line that we're going forward together.
Because there's this common line
Yes.
where we both meet at. And
Yes.
that common line is we both trying to live.
Yes.
That's all we're trying to do.
In the same country.
That's all
Where
we're
we're
trying
all
to do.
Africans. Where I did not steal your country.
Aye.
Where you did not. You see. You see.
I still have to
Small-
digest that.
Small things.
I forgive you. You my neighbor. You my
see.
friend. But I still have to work through the fact that you stole my land.
Do you see? And that will not change. That will not change. Your perspective will not change. So work together. Take hands.
And see what we can do together.
Yes.
Because let's be honest. Let's be seriously honest now. A lot of things that we say are African by culture
Yes.
are not even African.
No, it came from England. It came from somewhere else.
Adopted from somewhere else.
It came from somewhere
A lot of things that you call English culture,
It's not even there.
it's not even.
No.
I mean,
No. Look at
the English dictionary.
Saxons came,
okay.
and then it became English, and then this
And
became.
then, all
Remember,
right.
even in the English, that struggles between themselves.
Amongst themselves. The Scots, the
Welsh,
Irish,
everybody.
the Welsh.
Now they're one group or entity. But it took them to
You know how many years?
Yes. So, do you want us to take so many years? Then we're not.
It's ridiculous, Conrad.
going to be. But now, stop.
At the end of the day, we must remember that, and I know I'm going to be unpopular for saying this amongst the Black community, when I'm going to say now that history is history. Wars have been wars and have been fought. Black against black, white against white, white against black, black against white. It's forever happened. I mean, to be honest, historically, Europeans and Africans have always been exchanging culture. We know about Greece. We know about Ethiopia, Sudan, and all of those places. We know about the Phoenicians who came to South Africa long before Bartholomew Diaz,
yeah.
before Jan van Riebeeck came
Exactly.
here. We know about the Arab trading. We know about the beads and the cloths that we wear that they're not even South African. They come from outside our... So cultures have always exchanged knowledge, exchanged livelihood, exchanged... chickens were brought by Portuguese here.
Yes, to South Africa.
Exactly. We never had chickens.
No.
So today we use chickens as part of our traditional rituals.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to tell you now, but no, man, this is a Portuguese thing. Portuguese brought this here.
Yeah.
How now are you using it as part of your traditional ritual? It's because our cultures have always
Been intertwined.
Always.
We've got one God.
We've got one consciousness.
That's it.
We breathe one breath.
That's it. Even the Americans feel the same. Even the Arabs feel the same. Australians feel the same. Everybody feels the same. It's only... No, I'm not going to say it's only our country that's got the struggles everywhere in the world. It's
everywhere. But it's created by people who want to keep power and control.
Yes. Isn't it better for you to have all the power?
Nicola Machiavelli.
Yes.
Have you read his books?
No.
Nicola Machiavelli says, when you're a prince, you have two options. You can either be loved by your people or you can be feared by your people. It's always better to be feared by your people because they always will keep themselves in line. But if you love them, you may lose control over them. I believe if we can love each other, we can actually create a genuine society where we see each other as brothers.
And as equals.
And as equals.
Yeah. But I can tell you one thing now. And I hope to God that this is going to change. What me and you have done today, we've opened a lot of schools.
Yeah.
We've opened it. It's now for the public and the other people to decide if they're going to close these schools and heal it together. Remember,
or keep picking it.
Or keep on picking it. Remember, that score's mine and it's yours. Let's heal that scars together. Let's be, me and you, let's be the Band-Aid. We understand. Let's be the elastoplast that we're putting down and covering this. I think me and you should start a party. I'm serious. We will at least get 100 or 200,000 votes.
Yeah.
We will get it.
Yeah.
Do you want to drive a Mercedes-Benz? We can drive a Mercedes-Benz. We can go and live in the mountain.
You know, that's I'm not about that.
Me neither. But
it can happen.
It can happen.
Yeah.
So if that can happen, what else can happen in this country if we just stand together? Anything is possible.
Let's start it now.
That's it.
Me and you.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's be the example.
We are the example.
Yeah.
And if people like us can do the same tonight, tomorrow, the next day, the next week, do this. If you do this, see where it goes. Yeah. That's it. Simple.
We can have a peaceful country.
It was simple. Wasn't that simple?
It's very easy.
Yes.
I mean, for years, we've been living here together for past 13 years.
13, 14 years.
13, 14
yes,
years.
Next year's 14.
Yeah, you know? And if anything happens on that side,
you there.
I'm there.
Yes.
If anything happens on this side,
yeah,
you here.
Yes.
You know? We both call the same man father.
Yes.
You know, your father-in-law is my father.
Exactly.
You know? We both call the same woman mother.
Yes.
Your wife is my sister.
Exactly.
Your brother-in-law is my brother.
You see?
Your sister-in-law is my little sister. You know? Oh, beautiful girl. I raised that little girl, you know?
Exactly. I know. I know. So if we can do it.
If we can do it.
Then everybody can do it.
If we can get rid of all these ideologies, religion,
money,
race,
everything,
money, politics.
Get it out and just work together for one common goal.
See each other as humans.
That's it. See each other as neighbors. See each other as not as a black neighbor or a white neighbor. See each other as a neighbor. Because it says, treat your naaste, the guy, your neighbor. Treat him with love and respect and give him love and it will be returned. Isn't that true?
Do good and good will follow you.
Exactly. Very simple.
Conrad, we are not going to stop this conversation today, here, now. We're going to have to carry on another day. Today, we, as you say, we opened wounds. We're going to give them time to clean them out,
okay,
heal them. And then next time, I think, when you come back, we're going to talk about how we can work now together. How me and you have been business partners.
Yes.
How we can actually work together as people for the betterment of our whole community.
Exactly.
How we can break bread in the same plate. How we can we can exist in the same space.
Oh.
How we can have the same livestock in the same kraal.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly. But we can do it.
Why can't others?
Yes. So it's right what you're saying. We put everything out there today. We put ourselves out there. Yes. I'm going to get backlashes. You're going to get backlashes. But this is my opinion. And this makes our country great. I can say what I believe in. You can do the same thing. And if I can do it, everybody else, they're feeling it. Trust me, there's a lot of people feeling this, but they're too scared to just talk and just say, you know what, let's take hands. They just talk. Maybe something bad's going to happen. No, maybe this is going to happen. Just stop that barrier and just go over it. If you've taken that leap, it's a leap of faith. If you've taken it,
you can't go back.
You can't go back.
It's impossible to go back.
It's impossible.
I can't hate you now.
No.
After all these years that we've helped each other.
No, you can't.
I can't help. I can't hate you.
No. You can think, yes, Conrad, your ancestors or ancestral people or whoever, they fucked up. Yes, they did.
But how many of mine fucked up as
exactly.
Well?
Is it me and you fucking up? No. Is it what happened 40, 50, 100, 200, 300 years ago? Yes. Anybody of those people that's not dust at the moment, God rest their souls, cannot change what's happening today. but we're giving them the power
To
It's not-
influence.
to influence what's still going to happen. And we're going to keep on giving them the power because some of the people were wrong.
Exactly.
And we're still giving them the power.
Exactly.
Even if you're white or black, we're still giving them the
I
power.
can't look at you and see Verwoed. You are Crouse.
Yes, exactly.
I can't blame you for Bota.
No, you can't.
I can't.
No. So exactly the same thing. I cannot blame you for anything else.
Exactly.
I can't do it.
You can't blame me for the ANC terrorists
No.
back in the day.
No, I can't.
And we know they were there.
They were there.
Yeah.
Was it you doing this? No. But are you willing to forget about this and me as well to go together?
I may have had a little part in it. But that's a story for
You
another
see, but
day.
that's exactly. But you are still willing to sit here, to talk to me, and we're all talking together to get to a common goal. And that's it.
That's it.
But yeah, I want to come back. Trust me, I want to come and discuss. And I want to see the feedback from people.
Yeah.
And I want to, even if we touched one person or two people today, that's where it's going to start. And if we can work on that progressively until next year or the next year or the next year or the next year, sooner or later, everybody's going to do the same than what we're doing at the moment.
I'm going to challenge you. I love challenging people on the show. Your challenge is this. In November, you know the gala dinner?
Yes, I'm going to be here.
You have to be here.
I've already got the invite.
I want you on that dinner to present a speech, a talk about what is your vision of a harmonious and peaceful future for both of us.
Yeah.
When I say both of us, I mean our community is represented.
Not me and you.
Yeah, not me and you.
I know
our
exactly what
community
you're
is
saying,
represented, you know? And you're going to have that time to give that talk. But in giving that talk, as an extra challenge, I'm going to challenge your wife to prepare traditional Afrikaner dishes
Okay.
that we are going to share together on that gala dinner.
Okay.
So she has to be here.
Oh, she's going to be here.
You were here last year, you left her.
Yes.
This year...
She's going to be here. She already was upset because they had another... But
she had a function on
yes,
that
she had a
day,
function.
yeah.
She's coming.
So she's not just coming, she's going to bring a rare
Afrikaanse kos. Okay. Boerenkos.
Boerenkos.
And you will see
if it means we slaughter a sheep, we can slaughter a sheep.
Do you see? So I know the Afrikaans kos. Papa. She's a wonderful,
we're going to
wonderful
share
woman.
our cultures
Yeah.
on that day. Ons sal bietjie likie sing. And, you know?
Yes.
Who's that song? Your favorite song. Who's that? Captain
Kaptein Spanny Sailor. That is not my favorite song. I don't like that. It's one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life. No,
and the other one.
Kurt, if you're listening, please, sorry. It's a good song. It's a good song.
Yeah, man. And then let's exchange cultures and exchange let's exchange histories and exchange, most importantly, let's exchange apologies.
Yes. Let's exchange love between people.
Let's exchange love between us. And let's be human.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
Let's stop seeing each other as races, as colors.
Yeah.
This thing is not even historical.
Yeah. It's not ever going to be. Get out of your comfort zone. Everybody around you, get out of it. And get out of your house in Sandton. Get out of your house in Diepsloot. Take hands.
Yeah.
Because you're actually very close to each other.
And another thing, in the seating, you must bring a couple of your friends.
I've got plenty. I'll bring them.
Yeah, bring on the gala dinner.
I will definitely
send the invite to them as well and tell them they have to be here. Yeah.
It's different cultures and you'll...
Exactly.
And I want them to experience.
Exactly.
Even my... You know, jou pa and my pa was bring hulle saam. He's going to drive us nuts. But You know him.
He has to be here. I spoke to Peter as well. He's
gonna
definitely going to be
he's gonna
here.
come, yeah.
You know?
I spoke to him. I came and fetched the bucky earlier.
Yeah.
With
Oh,
Peter.
you were driving the bucky?
No. He took it out.
Oh.
I didn't know what was wrong with it. So I just came with him to just take it back. And then he brought me back.
Already we're speaking our home problems now.
Let's stop it, guys.
Let's stop it there.
It was fantastic.
Thank you, Conrad, man.
Thank you, Bongo.
Thank you,
man. For you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Even I'm telling you now, I'm saying thank you for what's going to come.
Yeah.
And what's going to come out of this. And I hope that me and Bongani have today, even if we were fighting, touched somebody and just made somebody think and just sit up and say, shit, we all got the same struggles. We've got the same things going on.
We're all speaking about the same thing.
That's it.
That's all that's important.
That's true.
If we can do it, everyone can do it.
Exactly.
I love you, my brother.
You too. Always. You know that. Yeah, I know. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, man. We have a choice. We have a decision to make as a people. We can decide what type of future we want. We can still paint our future with the same paint of the past, but are we really still going to enjoy the picture that we did not enjoy in the first place? If we want to change the picture, let's change the paint. It's up to me and you. If we can call each other brothers, you definitely can call someone else your brother. Let's share the love. Give thanks.